don't know how much hard work you put in. But when it comes time to battle, you must think about each and every day that you put that hard work in.
What happened? Why don't you play anymore?
Brian Banks was 16 years old when he was accused of a crime he did not commit.
Good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the #1 grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media. Got another men's talk just for the men's only. It's got to be talked about. I will explain it. The title is today, Underrated Men's Talk. Men, we don't have to be around toxic. I will explain. Let me repeat it again. Men, we don't have to be around toxic. I will explain. But before we get into that, I hope everybody is fine. I hope everybody, shout out to the miss. I hope everybody is fine. I hope everybody is fine. And your families. Wednesday. 2 more days to go for the weekend's out. We doing it, yo. We get through it, y'all. See, we get through it. We get through it. I'm happy with y'all getting through it. So I really appreciate that. Okay. So I'm gonna give it like maybe hopefully about 2 minutes. Then we're gonna get it on. But let me get these announcements out the way. Again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the #1 grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media. The best of the business. Shout out to my Underrated One family, the ones who've been with me day one. Also, along the way, a few. Thank you so much to stick with me throughout the years. And let's keep on fighting for what's right and standing for what's right. Let's keep on fighting for that righteous chip, like I always said. And like I said, let's always be a well-rounded warrior from arm and head to toe. All right? Always guard on that. All right, so thank y'all so much. So shout out to my Underrated One family. Also, shout out to the mighty LDBC that stands for Lions Den boxing community, also basketball community. We not just talk about sports, we do impact our communities. So put some respect on that, right? So shout out to the brothers and sisters, the LDBC. I've been rolling with them throughout the years, and I still roll with them right now. Right now, LDBC all day. Also hashtag TWT. Oh, shout out to the brothers and sisters in the family. Hashtag TWT family. Oh, shout out to y'all and everything. So we got that out the way. And good afternoon. Good afternoon. No, I'm trying to get see some people coming. If not, I'm gonna get this going. I'm definitely gonna get this going. I'm trying to get at least, but I was trying to squeeze out maybe. I said 2 minutes. I'm gonna get 2 more minutes. You know, it's 2:11 right now. Give it 2:12, 2:13. Then we're gonna get this going. And I'm not gonna be here long. Trust me, I'm not gonna be here long. So just letting you know that. But everybody do. It's a great day. It's a great day. Wake up, see a great day. See a great day. Happy. It's a great day, you know. And enjoy it. Enjoy it out there, Jordan. I'm gonna be. Hopefully, I'll be joining out there. Maybe like maybe 5 o'clock, 5:30, something like that. You know, something like that. Enjoy it. Like I said, I'm trying to give. I know YouTube sometimes it's slow. You know, saying people you know, the notification. So we're gonna get one more minute. We get 1 more minute. People can get on the stuff. Come on the panel. I mean, on the chat. But again, I hope everybody's doing okay. Hope everybody's doing okay. Don't let nobody um steal your joy away, y'all. Don't let them do it. You doing it. We're doing great. It's like towards mid-afternoon, so we almost there. All right. Again, good afternoon. Welcome to my channel, the underrated darkness. Yours truly, the number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on social media, and I'm gonna repeat the title again. This is the underrated men's talk. Men, we don't have to be around toxic. I will explain. Yes, I will explain. You know, and then again, good evening. You know, sometimes us as men, you know, especially black men, they are also always going to be obstacles against us, always going to be strikes against us. The system is not working for us, so we understand that very loud and clear. But it should not be a burden. It should not be a burden. No, don't let it be a burden. We don't have to feed in to the system because we know how the system is going to treat us as men, especially black men. No, so we have to understand, and we have to understand. I was talking to a good brother today. He told me accountability and it. So shout out to the brother. And I was thinking, that I know sometimes we do speak up for our feelings, and we show emotion, and we want to be man about it, and we still getting criticized for it. And I'm just saying that just keep on being the man that you are. But again, but you gotta understand, all I coined this eternal learning. You're gonna run through toxic people trying to make you feel that you stupid, that you sound stupid. And sometimes it could be the close ones. But you stand on your grind. That's why I'm on my grind, really what it is. I'm on my grind, always improving your vision. You got to improve my vision and stuff like that. And so, but at the same time, sometimes us as black men, we put our energy to somewhere else that don't need to be. We feed into other toxic viewpoint, toxic attitudes, and we got to stop that, because it's knocking down our eternal learning, our eternal growth. And even it's knocked down that the ones that loves us, that we could be in the midst and help them, the ones that's close to us. Okay? So we got to always set an example. Okay? I know in this space and outside of space, and there's quite a few men get and this and that, and then all of a sudden, some of us, are hypocrites. We like to be around toxic people, toxic men, some men and some women, toxic, and we want to be around messiness. But we gotta understand, you just cannot be around and say that you want to be an eternal learner to be a better man. Can't do that. You gotta cut off those the toxic ones, because they want to make you feel that you're a clown. And the sad thing about some of us, we become clowns for them. We become the circus to them. The only circus I know is a real circus. I go see animals and people make us happy. Yeah, that's a good circus, but I don't want to be around toxic circus. I don't want to be around people that go point your finger and say, look what you're doing, look what you're doing. And they don't want to apply to themselves to be better, to get the toxicness out of them and be around toxic people. No, I don't want to be around people. But us as men, I'm challenging y'all. Let's challenge each other. Let's put a stop for being around toxic people. No matter the ones close to you, or all the ones that are further away, or ones you come in the midst of stuff. We gotta take a firm stand on that. Oh, it's going to be selected ones, going to be, you this and you that, and it's okay. You keep on working yourself. Keep on being a better you. Keep on being a better man. A better human being. Because it starts from you. I got to understand it starts from me. And the ones that loves me, they like to be around the masculinity. And we have to understand that. And so we have to understand there are some women do control the narrative of this system. And there are some simps are also with them too. But we don't have to follow that, because that's toxic. It's always going to go the contrary to break down the everyday masculinity of a man, us as men. They want to take that away. We don't give them that. If you stand up, be accountable as a man of masculinity, you'll be okay. But it's not easy. It's not easy. Because we got quite a few men. They like to hold each other toxic hands. They want to be giving toxic hugs. Because they know they on the devil side. And also some women too. And some family members too. And also the ones that work along with them. And then around when you take care of your business within the association too. So we have to be guarded of what I just said. And again, welcome to my channel, The Underrated Darkness. Yours truly, the #1 grinder, one of the best kept secrets on social media. And welcome, and come on in. Well, just as people is talking about P. Diddy. Now we know what he did to Cassie is wrong. But us as men, we spending too much on this instead of work on ourselves. Now to critique it, fine. But we have to understand that there are some men, it's just toxic, you gotta stay away. Just like women, you have to understand too. When you be around toxic, you gotta stop being around toxic men. You gotta stop. And so I don't want to be around dirt. I don't want to be around dirt. And there are some people that are dirty. They have dirty mindsets, dirty inside, dirty internal. Have not do the work to better themselves. And I'm talking about some men. And we have to understand that. Again, can't be around people like that. You just cannot say, I love you, but you want me hurt. So, what do you mean, #1 grinder? Toxic. I just bought the PD. Hey, sister Quee, how you doing? Welcome, sis. Welcome. That's why it's so important. Us as men, we gotta stop protecting toxic people. Because at the end of the day, it's going to mess us up. Being, like I said, our coin is being this eternal growth, eternal learning of our lives. Gotta stop that. Listen, I'm imperfect like everybody else. I'm not perfect, but I have the right to say I don't want to be around toxic people. I have that right. And I have the right, wherever places that I see toxic, I have the right to excuse myself from it. It just says, us men, y'all have a choice too. You don't have to be around it. You don't. You don't. But I'm not. I'm not. I refuse to. It just says y'all should refuse to. Because everything what I'm saying, it goes for me too. Because we don't want to go down memory lane of toxicness. We don't. So I'm good, Sister Kui. Thanks for coming. So yeah, so but hold on for 1 second. Could you hear me? Could you hear me? Press 1, you can hear me. If you can hear me, press 1. Okay. Because I know I'm probably going in and out. But and even like sometimes I know that sometimes that even like you're in a relationship, like I'm in a relationship with the miss, I had to make sure that no toxic people be around us. So also family on blood too. Gotta be careful of that. You got some people talking about, I think you shouldn't you shouldn't be with that person because that person such and such and such, and you kind of find out that person in the worst shape you are. So you gotta be real careful talking to these toxic people because some of them could turn things around in their favor. Hey, what's going on? That's my Virginia fan right there. And Sister Quickly, that's my Texas fan right there. I tell you, my family is big. Official. So shout out to Brother LB. Keep up the fine work. Sister Quickly, keep up the fine work. And so we have to guard on that too. So us as men, we gotta be disciplined. We got, like I said, authentic listening. I coined that. Eyes clear. I also coined that. Gotta go hand in hand to watch and hear toxic people. Because there are some that even hate on you. You don't even know. And you just doing your thing, bettering your life. Not really in the spotlight. But you know yourself, you're better in your life. And then they talk about, they told you shouldn't be with that person. I call them toxic ants. No, I don't know no toxic ants. No. I call them toxic running their mouths. They toxic mouth. Men. What this men do? You should you gotta be careful of that. Men. And also women who are in relation with men, you got to be careful of that too. Because they hate out here. Hate is toxic. You can draw a wedge. No? Right. Yeah, that's true. And so we got to understand that we got to detect true people and toxic people. When I talk about true people, oh, yo, brother G5 in the building. See, that's that Texas fam right there. I tell you, my family is big. Y'all be telling your people from outside, oh, my family is big. This brother right here, we know each other for years. He part of underrated one. He's a Texas fan, part of underrated one family. Sports, to me, he's Virginia fan. My family is big, and it's official. These official people. These are true people. These are the ones. Not talking about men. And Sister Queen, I'll put you in it too, because you know, but these are true men that I roll with. There's no toxic with these men. These are true men that want to stand for the truth. Because when you stand up for the truth, toxic always want to follow you, right? And I'm talking to men. That sometimes you got to see from the far eye like this, and live from the far eye, and live from right there. Don't cross over here, because over here is truthfulness. Over here, I coined this eternal learning. Over here, I'm better within myself and also the ones around me, just a few. Over here is gossip. Over here is always complaining about women ain't what they ain't doing. Over here is a bunch of suck-off boys. Over there, there's I hate women, or I hate men. Bunch of simps over there. My brother, gone. Fourth quarter talk. Thanks for coming. Appreciate you. That's another one I keep in contact with. And bro, G5, I got to get in contact with you too, because we know so for a long time. But see, these are real brothers coming. See, this one I'm trying to say, because when we be around toxic people, it's holding us away from God's blessings to be a better man. See, over there, that's devil work. They want to be with the devil. They want to be all this and that. And please, people, and I'm going to tell some brothers, men out here, don't say that you got to look a certain way to be accepted. No. There are brothers that wear suits that are good ones. That brothers like me wear shirts, jeans, and all that doesn't make a difference. But us as men, we have to understand that there are some that are close to us, do not have the interest of us to grow. We got to understand that, man. We got to see for what it is. See, I'm talking like this because in the past, I had to take losses. But I had to understand that God had to take losses from me. I'm talking about the ones that's toxic. Because they was no good for me. And this is what I am right now. And along the way, I met the miss and everything. And the brothers, Brother LB and D5, I know for a long time, and fourth quarter talk. I gained a trust of these men because these are true men. And you got to handpick men that are true, that's willing to stand up against the system, and even the ones that are toxic. Men these are the men, when I'm talking about these toxic men, these are the men who will sell their masculinity out. These are the men that also would not stand against that toxic fire that the devil had presented to them. And the sad thing about it, this society has used women to weaponize good men like us. So also some women you gotta pay attention to. Because sometimes it be some women, hey, he's not a good man. Family and friends. Gotta be careful of that. I just gotta throw that in there. But get back to the men. You know what the devil gave us? The devil gave us none but demon cards and got the devil head on it. So you know we got these give us this card, these deck of cards. You know it comes from this system of things right now, the modern system of things right now. But see, if we exercise God's faith, if we exercise God's desire to do what's right, and I'm going back to that coin again, eternal learning, we can turn that around. But it's going to take work. Because that toxic is always behind us now. Always behind us, always in front of us, and always beside us. Got us surrounded. And I also coined this too a long time ago. That's why I developed in saying that we got to be well-rounded warriors. Make sure that we had that continuation of God's divine purpose around us, so we can fight against this toxins of some men. And we have to understand they know what they're doing. We see how the system is. And I'm getting back, going back P. Diddy. I don't like, I really don't want to bring it up because see, I'm from New York, so I know what P. Diddy. That's why I don't want to talk about, but I want to bring this in. Now sudden we see what it is, but these men always been like that. We gotta understand he part of that devil's deck. He don't represent the masculinity of men. Stand-up men. And you don't have to have a lot of money to be a stand-up man. Also, we gotta guard it because sometimes that dollar could be an evil substance if we do not know how to control it. And other things comes with it. That is toxic. That's why us as men, we become females. We run the mouth too much. La 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 la. No control. That's females do. They run their mouth. They do certain things. We don't take on the order where God preserve us to be leaders, to protect, to surround strong men, to grow as productive men, even in dark times. See, I'm approaching, God's willing, 58 years on this earth. 58 years on this earth. And I'm not saying that I know everything, because I'm not projecting that I know everything, because I don't. But I know enough what I'm talking about right now. We have to fight of all our might to stop being around toxic men. Hey, I got the best of your interest. Oh man, number one grinder, man. Yo, you be putting it down for this is true now. I'm giving you true stuff here. Oh, grinder, man, you be putting it for a long time, man. Well, all of a sudden you throw a toxicness on my back. Yo, grinder, or any of y'all in the chat, brothers and even sisters in the chat, y'all know, y'all be doing your thing, yeah, like brother G5 and his queen sister queen. Oh yeah, y'all a great couple. That motherfucker, that's toxic. Oh yeah, brother LB be putting it down. That's a sports and politics. Oh yeah, even that that's toxic. That's toxic. And that's deliberately is happening to us as men. And even the women that we with. And it goes back to my point. I remember my late mother. When you said Zach is the queen, like I remember my late mother had told me this. She said, I know us as women, we run our mouths too much. But we have to learn to curve it when it comes to our men, when it comes to our family. And anybody that gets in the way of a man's purpose, but also the man have to understand when you see it come towards your family or your relation or whatever, curve it. Because toxicness break up marriage, toxicness break up relationships, break up family, break up everything else. That's why it's so important. Us as men, we gotta work it. Just a few gotta work it collectively. That's why I always say we gotta check men. We gotta check ourselves. If y'all can still hear me, press 1, please. Press 1 if y'all can still hear me. Some more ones, please. I need to see some more ones. Hey Jasmine, how you doing? Jasmine, Pete, I'm sorry. Everybody in the chat, peace to y'all and your families. I'm sorry, my manners. Bad grinder. Thank you, brother G5. Thank you. And so we have to understand. And also, my late father used to say it. He said, son, let me explain something to you. It's going to be someone that very close to you do not want you to be with that right woman. That are very close to you. And sometimes that person might not see it. And it goes vice versa. I want you to be guard on that. He passed away over 30 years ago, 1989. And we see the toxicness is running rapid, especially in our community. We see marriages ain't lasting long. We see relationships ain't lasting long. We see kids want to be parents and parents wants to be kids. And I'm talking about within the men. I'm talking about within the men. And these men become simps. These men still on their, like I always say, on their mother's titty and on their father knapsack. And the sad thing about it, there are some of us, we accepting that. See, us as men, it has to be order. It has to be direction. It has to be firmness. Weak. And then also, and then let me say this to some of your women out here. Stop telling us how to be a man. I'm talking about real men, like you see in the chat. Stop telling us how to be a man. Good afternoon to you too. Stop telling us how to be. I'm talking about us when some of these toxic women telling us men, especially men in this chat and other ones. Don't tell us how to be a man. Stop it. My father said, he said, when you get older, son, when you go in this world, you gotta learn to hold your own nuts. You said, no, when you go in the bathroom, you gotta hold your own stuff to pee. Saying you gotta hold your own nuts. And sometimes holding your own nuts is hard, but hold your own nuts. You got other men hold other men nuts. You got women holding men's nuts, holding sons' nuts. Nah, I'm talking about now. If you that lady and that man, your relationship and married and a man, your women hold your nuts. Hey, nothing wrong with that. But that's not what I'm talking about. And we wonder why we getting soft men. Because they cannot project what a real man is all about. Real man doesn't mean that you have to have a lot of money. Real man doesn't mean you have to have a good job. Real man doesn't mean that you live in a nice house and everything, or you live in a nice apartment, nice neighborhood and everything. You drive. That's not, those things are success. Those are success. But that don't make you a real man. Real man, you gotta have character. Real man, you got to stand in the belief that your masculinity is purified, dude. Now throw it up there, you know what I'm talking about. And also let God direct us to good people, the good men. That sad thing that society failed to understand. Again, I know, and let me say this again. Us as men, especially black men, I know how they treat us. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. But there are some good men and some good women out there are fighting against it. There are some good women out there. They say, "Black, we believe in you, black." I believe it. Let me get this out first. And Human says we believe in men. Let me get this afterwards. Oh, you this no. Get it out right now. Clear right now. You believe in men. There are some women that fight for men's rights. Yes, they do. And we salute you for that. Thank you. But especially black men. There are some black women that also fight for black men because they know how the system is to try to decapitate our image. And I salute y'all for that. Thank you so much. Keep on with the fight. And those are the ones, like the women I'm just talking about, those are the ones that need to be protected. So there's a lot of decapitation of us as men, especially our image, for a long time. And we got to get back what I'm saying. Almost 40 minutes ago, these devil got the devil got the cards and got his face on it. And we know what they dealing with that. We know what that means. That means confusion. We gotta understand that. And everything, when I know people go say, "Oh, what about you?" No one. Everything what I'm saying right now, it goes for me too. It definitely goes for me too. Because you know, there's gonna be some people who are gonna say, "Hey, what about you?" And it goes for me too. Yes, brothers and sisters. But these men, these simps out here, we just cannot say they don't know what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. I know there are some in the past that I grew up with, that I grew up around, that caused another black man that are prominent to die because of sympathy. And it become fatal. And I witnessed it a few in my life. So, gotta guard on that thing. Yes, they are. Is it? Yeah. Hey, took the words right out of my mouth, Sister Quick. So we gotta understand, us as men. We gotta stop thinking, "Oh, I don't want no man to approach me." If they approach you, they want the better of you to present it. There's no such thing of cut off degrees of eternal learning, like I told you before. I coined that. There's no cut off degree. That's eternity. And that's very important, man. That's very important. Now, did I say that we're going to escape toxicness? No, we don't never going to escape that. No, it's always going to be around us. Lord, the devil, it keep on wagging that horn, wagging that tail around, and the wings around. It's always going to be toxic. It's just about how do we go about dealing with it and see for what it is, because the sad thing, the devil has confused men. Because the devil had give our men, some of our men, these devilish riches, put a smile on the face, and then come to find out you in it so much, you into that toxicness so much. I ain't gonna say never be too late, but if you still want to be, you know, if you're willing to repent to God and everything, you can change. But there are a lot of them, like few of them, don't want to change. And again, I'm going to the point again. I'm going to keep it reiterated from now, even on one of my channel in the near future. Listen, men, we gotta stop dealing with toxic women. Now I'm talking about some. And people say, "What are you talking about? Toxic people?" I ain't talking about people that literally you see them toxic. There are some that not disguise their toxicness. They not disguise it very well. You got to see it, you got to know it, and you got to hear it. See it, knowing it, and hearing it. That's very important, us men. And even toxic men, especially a toxic man too. Men too, especially. They not here for our eternal growth. They not here for the betterment of us as being great men. Be the provider. People say, "Oh, you provide," but I ain't talking, and I just not talking about financial. I'm talking about providing. I'm talking about providing knowledge, God, and wisdom to help the next man to grow. Yep, right on time, sister. See, a man could be poor, right? But if he got knowledge and wisdom and he could give to somebody else, that man is rich. God gonna bless him. God probably bring that person to them because because someone's probably working the toxicness. We don't even know. Sometimes we just know just survival. We hurt people we probably don't even know. Because nobody never show us the grace, some of us. And we got to pay attention to that too, man. So when you get grace to another man and you see their potential, you see the little what they could do and stuff, do that because you could bring the best out of them. But I'm talking about the ones that are deliberately toxic. I just want to bring that point out a few seconds before that. But some men just cannot cut up just like that. That's all they know. That's all they know. Just help. But the ones that deliberately let them stay over there. Let them stay over there. And the ones that wants to be around them, let them stay over there. And those are the same ones that will keep on saying that, oh, you this and you that. Let them stay over there. See, we want the good food of knowledge and wisdom. We don't need no toxic knowledge and wisdom. Let me say it again. We want the good food of knowledge and wisdom. We don't need no toxic food of knowledge and wisdom because we know that's coming from the devil. And it stinks. Toxic stinks. You don't have to smell it, but you know it and you see it and you hear it. Again, I'm going back to the point that I made almost 50 minutes ago. I coined this too. Authentic listening, vision clear. Let it keep on working all the time. No sleep. Only time you go to sleep, yeah, that's different. But when your eyes are, let it keep on working, yo. I had to learn the hard way. There's certain things I could avoid, but I ain't avoid it at that time. It cost me, and something is a long time to get over it. But I learned from it. So learn from me. Okay, man? Men, learn from me. Number one grinder. I will not steer you wrong. I will not steer you wrong. Okay? So we have to understand that not a lot of people is not gonna have the best of our interests. Not a lot of people, not a lot of men ain't going. Now I'm talking about the men in the chat, and even some listening right now. They don't want us to win. They don't want us to win, family. They don't. They don't. I think it was one time. This is a long time ago. This is a long time. This is I was living in New York. It was this guy. He one of the few I came close to hate. Not really hate, but close to hate. And he always wanted to start trouble. And I remember one time we was playing basketball, and you know, he was like running my man, you know, JT, something called JT. Yeah, man, I remember JT. He catch the bus, he retarded and stuff like that, and you know, yeah, you know. So I say, hey, so you know, my peeps say, hey, yo, cut it out. I said, no, let him talk, let him talk. And I remember that's one of the few times that my father was living. He was around, like, no, Dad, I got it, because his father was around too. Oh yeah, no, Dad, I got this. It's okay, but you know, I said, I know that. So I'm gonna fall back. That's one of the few times before they first see me play, you know, and I was going at him, going at him. And this was when I was in the tournament. This was a championship, and the guy, he was good. I go front. He was good. He was good. He was D1 material. I give him props for that. But it was personal because the toxicness. He hit me with the toxicness. You know, had people turn against me throughout the year. This is like, and we blew them out. I said, who? I said, so who's retarded now? Man, get up there. Who's retarded now? And the ones that he had them turn against, oh yeah, how you don't? No, get away from me. Because I gave you respect. And you said that you my friend. And you had that man turn against, he had him turn against me. So what that makes you, and that's toxicness. See, we have to understand, us as men, that there are some people that even this when I was younger, and I'm saying that we dealing with grown people still got that little person mindset. There's a lot of them has not grown up. And I remember that time because I remember I was in the Bronx. We were in the Bronx. So Bronx or Brooklyn, it depends where you live at. Like if you take the train, that's like 2 hours away. When I was, it was like over 2 hours away. So in the car, probably like where my father drive, we can get home like within an hour. So I was like, that's one of the few times I got in the car. And you know, my father took me home. You know, we was talking about it. I said, Dad, you was gonna pop that trunk? I said, yeah, I was gonna pop that trunk. So before we got in, you know, he showed me. He said, yeah, I got it back for him. I showed him. I said, hey, that's my son. See this? So I don't want no problems to you. You shouldn't treat your son like that. Because stuff like that can get you hurt. See, I'm gonna say a few last things and I'm gonna be out. See, sometimes toxic people could get other men, toxic men can get other men hurt while they're on the sidelines, and they have their congregation with them. But see, what they fail to understand, what goes around comes around. don't think maybe, oh, God ain't gonna get me, but he gonna get somebody closer to you. And we better understand that. So us as men that work in that we in our masculinity and willing to keep on improving ourselves within inside and outside, and then we helping others. Just understand. I know sometimes it's frustrating. We want things to be taken care of, but do we have to understand that it's on God's time. God will take care of it. Just keep on doing what you got to do. Be a better man. Be a better masculine man. Keep on doing the work to improve our masculinity, to improve as a human being, to improve as a leader, to improve in our male nourishment. And improve also along the way, improve our self-being. And always put first. And no matter if you have kids or you with a woman, let them know. You know, my late Auntie Ruth used to say this: a good woman will stay, but the rotten ones will go. Let me say it again: a good woman will stay with that man in the belt, but rotten one will go. And I would say along on this line: a good brother, a good man will stay with real men. The rotten ones will go. And I'm talking about the ones who refuse to work in alignment of God's divine purpose. There's a right way, there's a wrong way. And we have to understand that our affirmation of us as men, and especially black men, let's keep on continue to pour into that positive information, affirmation of us as men. Advocate for ourselves. Advocate for our men, especially black men. Let us be powerful in our own way, despite how this society looked at us in a negative way, in a toxic. And we have to understand that there are people in prominent positions who do not want us to be in existence. But they fail to understand there are some men and there are some women are fighting for us to be on this earth. And we have to understand that too, because they don't like the toxicness is happening. My brother Clarence McLean, I coined brother brother Bronx Biggs in the building. Thank you so much. Go check his channel out too. That's another positive, bro. Stay on masculinity. Take care of his family. No, he ain't worried about it, brother McLean. Going, you here? That's all that counts. He stay on masculinity. Take care of his children. Still go against his sister. Still provide for his family. See, brothers like him. Oh, you want the link? Hold on. You can come up a few minutes. And it goes for men. Any man that wants to come up, I'm not talking about men. Any man that wants to come up, you can come up. Cause I'm not gonna be here long. I'm not gonna be here long. There goes the link right there. Just men. Any man that wants to come up, y'all can come up. Men. And I'm gonna let me say the women, our sisters, the one is in the chat that participate in this. I salute y'all. Thank you so much. It means a lot to us when we see women want to improve. For that man. Thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. You don't know how much it does for us. Thank you so much. Again, shout out to the miss. The one and only Bronx Biggs in the building.
Underrated. What's up, my brother?
I'm all right. How you feel, brother?
Oh man, I wish say I was feeling good, but I remember I told you my I tore something in my back. I don't know what it was, but it's like, oh man, it's killing me right now. But I took me I just let the water hit it, a little warm shower, see what that do, you know what I mean? But I'm not doing nothing on this nice day. I took care of my business that I needed to take, and now I'm just sitting back and waiting for the missus to get home.
That's all right. I just want to let you know that I commend you. Stand up being a man. Avoid this toxicness. Hold down your family. And I appreciate that.
I think I went long enough in my life, even as a child, being a follower and following and saying a lot of shit that I thought was cool because you're young and you do things.
Yeah.
When you get to a certain age, I say even when you get about 35 and up, even when you're 30 in your 30s, you're gonna make mistakes, but still there's certain things you just don't do at 35 that you might have did at 21 or that you might have did at 16. And we just live in this world where people are just afraid to be themselves. No, they're afraid to be themselves because you can tell by how people move and what they say that they're not comfortable with who they are or they're not comfortable with their surroundings. So they have to say shit or do shit to fit in. And you can always tell by the stuff people say or do, and you like, bro, you don't believe that now. Now you don't even believe that. But that's the kind of world. That's the kind of world that we live in, where people are followers, man. Where's our leaders? You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm never afraid to say things that people might say, "Yo, you wild for that." No, I'm not wild for that. I have a voice. Use it. We can use our voice we use our voice any other time. You know what I mean? So why not use your voice when you believe in something? And like I was telling you earlier, man, we just live in a world where people are just, I don't know, man. It's hard to describe people, and this is why I stay in my own lane. I try to do that as much as I can, and that's why I run No Doug Zone the way I run it. That's the reason why I run McLean's promotion the way I run it, because both of those together are my bread and butter, and that's a business. But I'm trying to get it into a business, a company. So I carry myself a certain way, as a man should, and a woman should carry herself. We all, as grown adults, should carry ourselves a certain way, because without doing that, we cannot teach the younger generation a damn thing. You understand? We can't tell them how to dress. We can't tell them how to go to, when to go to school. We got to fix ourselves first. And that's a problem. And like I told you earlier, when I see these grown men on YouTube acting like a bunch of ninth graders, and I go, but y'all are grown men. Yeah, but he started it. He took my pencil from me. You didn't see. He threw the, he put the paper in the straw, and he shouted at me. You didn't see that. You didn't see every time you turn your back, teacher, he's sticking his tongue out at me.
Well, he threw a paper clip at me and it hurts.
Come on, man. Y'all dudes is a Where? Find me a
That's what I'm
fucking river.
saying. Right. There's a
Fuck,
that toxic. Yeah, toxic.
it's
That's
toxic. You know what I'm saying? And I don't like
that's
to.
what
And
it's for.
people, I don't. I and not at one time underrated. I ever want people to think that I have something against my own kind.
Right.
Because when I talk about you people, you're not my kind. My kind are people who know how to enjoy life. Rather if they black, white, Indian, it doesn't matter what their nationality is. So
Right.
when I say I don't like ratchet and ghetto people, that's not just people who look like us. There's people outside of us that act that way. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? We just get noticed for it the most. But
Right.
like I said, life is all about growth. And
Yeah.
if you see the world that we're living in, I don't like to get preachy, but we're in our last days.
It's his sign the last days. Yes, sir.
And people don't understand that.
They don't want to
And
understand that.
and this is the reason why I'm like, listen, do you know if we all come together, how powerful we will be as a collective? But no, we can't do that
We
because
don't
there's
want
somebody always trying to step on somebody's toes. There's somebody who thinks they're better than somebody. Or there's just some people who go, I don't want to do that. I'm fine where I'm at. And sometimes we have to leave those people where they're at. The people who don't want better, don't want change, we have to leave them exactly where they're at because everybody's not meant to grow. And it's cool. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at it. You know what I mean? But from the time me and you have been talking, Jesus Christ, 4 years now,
almost 5.
almost five. And I'm still growing. There's some things I'm still learning. My marriage is not always great. Sometimes me and Tiffany want to freaking kill each other. But I think it's just hard. When you with life comes responsibilities.
It is. Yeah.
And this is the reason why a lot of these people don't know how to act in the world because they finally facing some responsibilities and they don't know how to deal with it. They don't know how to deal with it. When that girl comes to you and tells you that you're pregnant and that she's not getting rid of the baby, now you're like, oh shit. Or when you get that eviction notice and that was a responsibility that you were supposed to taking care of and never did it. You understand? Or when the school has to keep calling you and you have never attended a parent teacher conference and now they're ready to throw your child out the damn school, that's a responsibility. That's
Yeah.
what comes with it. You understand? So a lot of times we get discouraged, and we figure the best way to not deal with it is to not deal with it. You know what I mean? That's not the case for everything. But I always want to see better for my brothers and sisters, man. You understand? I'm walking past Jamaica Queens yesterday, right? Something caught my eyes. As much as I've been in Jamaica Queens, I've never decided to walk on this side of the street until I just happened to be walking and I see Jamaica Center. I said, "Oh
Right.
man, I always see Jamaica Center on TV. All the famous rappers from Ja Rule, 50 Cent, Lloyd Banks, all the Queens rappers done came through this place. They done did videos over here. Cool.
Right.
I go through and I stop and see something that catches my eyes. I see a picture of everybody we have ever lost, whether they were from our community or not. Sean Bell, all these people, George Floyd. There's a wall of all the people we've lost, and it caught my eyes. And I took a picture of it and shared it on my Instagram. But to see that wall, it kind of gave me a different feeling. Underrated, saying that damn, that could have been that could have been me and you on that wall.
Yes.
That could have been our uncles on that wall. That could have been our brothers. That could have been our fathers.
Mhm.
But at the end of the day, that is our brothers.
Well,
They might not have been our biological brothers, but they were our brothers in Christ. But just to see the names on that wall, and the young lady that we lost because she was on that wall too, that was
yeah.
our sister. So to Brianna, I forgot her name. But to see, just to see that wall, I just got startled for a second, and I'm like, damn, it's crazy. So when I see the behavior of us today, I go, what are we doing? Is being ignorant the key? Is ignorant the key to success? Let me know, because maybe I missed something. Maybe there was something in school that was taught that I missed, because I missed a lot of school. But I know one thing we were never taught was that ignorant was going to get you to be successful. Tearing each other down on social media, everything that's going on with P. Diddy, everybody wants to keep making a damn joke out of it, like everybody didn't know what was going on. Okay, y'all made a joke out of R. Kelly. You made one out of Bill Cosby. Y'all don't even see what they're doing to our actors. You don't see it. And it's a pattern. And we take it and we think it's a joke. Now, it's all right to get one or two laughs. But when we have to just take it and run with it and keep making a damn joke out of it every day, everything is funny until the joke is on you. I think it's disgraceful. It's disgusting. It's disrespectful. You know what I mean? There's some jokes about R. Kelly and Bill Cosby I done made. Yeah, we all get our little laughs, but you don't just keep putting your foot on somebody's neck when they're down. This is what we continue to do, and it's annoying. And we don't think that nothing we do is wrong. Nobody sees anything wrong with the picture. Well, he started it. She started it. If she didn't go on this, if she didn't say this, or if he didn't say that, then it wouldn't be an issue today. They started it. Like, how old are y'all? So when I see Underrated have these type of conversations that y'all don't want to participate in, hey, I'm gonna tell you like this: we have never been the ones to shake and fake with anybody.
Nope.
We're not gonna shake and fake with you. If you just want to hear boxing all day, then you got to go to the boxing all day channels. I want to block out the truth, because we live in a world where, like I said, the fake is the new real. When you start talking about something that's real, can't nobody take that. It's not acceptable. And y'all don't know how to deal with it. But then we're hating. The world can't be a perfect place. Nobody's trying to make the world a perfect place, but we damn sure got to get some understanding. We don't even take care of our elderly people anymore. Do we still do that? Do we even bother to walk them across the street? Do we bother to get up off? If we're sitting down, we bother to get our asses up and give them a seat? We don't do that. Not saying everybody, but the majority of y'all don't do that. This ignorant shit that's going, and I don't mean to be long-winded, Underrated. I apologize.
No. It goes along of the toxicness.
Yeah.
Of some men do. So
I just don't. Yeah, I just don't get it, and that doesn't make me perfect, because even I ask myself sometimes, "What the hell is wrong with you, bro? Get it together."
Yeah, me too.
But then I also see some disturbing behavior that makes me go, "Y'all can't be proud of yourselves when y'all wake up in the morning. You can't be." Let me tell you something. The best thing I ever did on this social media, to me, it was start this No Duck Zone and McLean's promotion. The best damn things, because if I'm not cool with anybody no more for the rest of my life, I still got No Duck Zone and I still got what I do. You know what I'm saying? And that's the best thing that I could hold on to. You know what I'm saying? Besides also being married.
Right.
But even if I'm not married anymore, I still got these two brands to hold on to, that the only way you can separate the two is if I separate them and let them go.
You know, right. As a
no,
man,
yeah,
I made the best decisions the last few years. Met you, and at this time, let me say this before I continue. I met those two. They just got engaged.
yes,
They just got engaged.
yeah.
And so I want people to know, when I see the growth of both of them working together, because I'm saying it's not perfect. Marriage is not perfect. Relationship is not perfect. Me and them is not perfect. We go through our thing. You know what I'm saying? Everything go through our thing. But the way they go about doing it, and see they hold each other accountable and loving each other, that's the way it's supposed to be. and I appreciate that. And these of them have kids, and so they so the kids is fine and everything. And I when it come to my mind right now as a man, there's nothing wrong giving another man flowers. It don't make me a sucker. But I
No.
just want to salute you to thank you a lot for let me be, like I said about being the process, but let me see that a man could love a woman and a woman could love a man back and they could work together.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we see these toxic men. Oh, it doesn't work. Oh, these women. Okay, if that woman don't make you happy, you go. You know you don't have to deal with that. Stop being toxic. Stop
Yeah.
saying certain things. If you hate that woman, you hate that fucking woman. That's a you problem, not a me problem.
Yeah.
Stop it. You want to go along with the simps? You'll go along with the simps.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so,
Yeah. It's like I was just saying today, and I wanted to talk more, but I was like, oh, I had to go. But
yeah,
it's just
understandable.
I just see certain shit, and I go, you know, what are we doing? Like, what are we really doing? You know what I'm saying? That'd be the
Yeah,
question of the day. What are we really doing? And
yeah.
no one can seem to answer that.
They
You
don't want
know?
to answer.
They know everybody has the answer for everything else. But when you really look deep down inside and ask people, what are we doing? Nobody has the answer to what are we doing? And then we make it look like it's normal to do this, and it's not normal to do this. It's not normal behavior. But if you were raised a certain way, you would think it was normal behavior. Oh, it's practically normal to be like this. No, it's not. It's not. But if we don't change something, this is the kind of nonsense we have to deal with. And it's not about being perfect neither, because none of us is going to be perfect, and a lot of us are going to continue to mess up in the universe. It's about learning from it. And Miss Queen, what's going on? Miss Queen Sunkissed, what's going on?
Oh, hey, Miss Queen, how you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Welcome.
Yeah, it's about learning. Learning, you know what I mean? And
Mhm.
nobody seems to want to do that. But that's why I move the way I move. And I will continue to move the way I move. Now, taking you back to that wall that I was just telling you about in Queens that I saw, I stopped for a minute, right? And I had a moment. I didn't have a moment like, oh God, I started crying or anything. I just had a moment where I said to myself, damn, man, that could have been you on this wall. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. You know what I mean? That you gotta live in a world where wondering that, damn, if I go down this way or I go here, if I go there, where would I might end up at? It's nobody's ever supposed to live in this world in fear,
No.
where you just feel like I can't go nowhere, I can't do anything because this might happen to me, that might happen to me. Nobody wants to have to live like that.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not, because anytime I have to feel like that, then it's a problem. I'm not living in fear. If I feel like I want to be able to go somewhere, I'm going to go, or if I feel like I don't belong there, then I'm not going to attend there. I always say on my show, Underrated, three things people gonna have to remember in life, and I'm gonna say this until the day I can't say it anymore. Don't go anywhere where you're not appreciated, you're not respected, and you're not celebrated.
Mhm.
Understand?
Yep.
Do not go anywhere where people don't appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
it can go bad for you in so many ways. I know I'm not. You know, I never like to do it. This is why I don't. I'm not
Yeah.
gonna go there. I'm not gonna go to everybody's channel somewhere if I'm not celebrated. And a
Right.
lot of times I made my way in the channels where people probably didn't like me or felt some kind of way. But I come and I say respect. I show respect to the host and say what's up and say what's up to the people who do rock with me. You know what I'm saying? But I'll never go to a whole channel where nobody likes me. Like you don't go places where you're not celebrated and appreciated. That's suicidal. That's like that's like being from Marcy Projects and walking into Tompkins knowing that nobody likes you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? You don't do that. That's straight suicide. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's all we have to remember. I just always want to see my people do better. That's all I ask. But in order for you to want to see your people do better, your people got to want they have to want to do better.
Yeah, it's true.
And
Yeah.
people don't. People are just comfortable with being ignorant. So as long as they're comfortable being ignorant, the problem is going to continue. So at some point, man, we got to wake up. And so what are we doing? Why should we have police patrol our neighborhoods? Why can't we go back to patrolling our own damn neighborhoods?
Good point. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the
Mhm.
problem is with that, that'll never work. You know why that'll never work? Because our own brothers and sisters would turn on us. Or
Ain't lying
everybody,
about that.
if they'll turn on us, and then everybody wants to be in charge. But y'all don't know how to run this neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? So in
Right.
some ways, we can't go back to that because we in a different era. These people today are more they slow as fuck. Let's just be honest with you. They slow. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, it would never work out. But I always want to see my people be successful, man. That's all I want to see, man. But that you
Yeah.
know, but that, you know, but at the end of the day, they gotta want to change. You know?
That's the key. That's the key. And that's what I'm basically talking about. Us as men, but us as men, so I'm talking about a coin this again. Eternal learning. It's all about change. It's all about not take. Make sure to detect wherever we facet toxic within us. We have the right to get it out the way, and then whoever other toxic men's around, we don't have to be around that. Don't be around it. If it's gonna hurt you, don't be around it. Be around good people. And I'm not saying that. Listen, I did some toxic stuff in my lifetime.
Yeah.
I did. I admit it. But it doesn't mean it had to define me as a grown man to do better. I can't let that toxicness in the past define who I am. Especially I know what character I have, or what rep that I have, and what a person I am.
Yeah.
So that's the thing about it. So I made some choices, but also along the way I made some choices, become the brother, become a man of who I am, because I want to be accountable and see for what it is and everything. And I want to change. I want the best. See, this one I'm tell us men, because I want to make your last remarks. I'm making my last remarks, and we're going to end this. All I'm just saying, men, especially black men. I'm talking about human resource, all of us as men. But I'll talk about, especially us as black men. You don't have to be around toxic people. You don't have to be around other toxic men. You don't have to be around toxic people that is close to you. You don't have to do that. You could be better. If that's what they chose to do, that's they had an answer to that. But you don't have to be around it. Don't absorb that, because that's going to hurt you in the long run. And even the ones that are around is going to hurt them too. You got to understand that. It's very important. Last remark, please, brother.
Well, underrated. You know me. I always appreciate you, man, for always, man.
Thank
And
you. Appreciate you too.
I've been proud to know you for the time I've known you, and hope that the friendship and the brotherhood will continue. You know, me and Tiff, we love you
Always,
to death.
always,
We love
always.
you to death. You know, we can't wait till
Thank you.
August 16th. We gonna tear that park up the 16th of August. You know what I mean? But shouts to everybody who's the real ones, the day ones that's been rocking with my brother underrated, and make sure y'all hit that like button, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend and tell a friend. Hey, this is where it go down at over here. Underrated darkness, man. Shouts to you, underrated man. Shouts to the missus, man. I love you, man. You know what I mean? You always gonna be my brother to the day we leave here, even though you're an older
No
man
doubt.
than me. Even though you're an older man than
Oh,
me.
don't make me feel old, man.
Yeah, I mean, but you my brother, man, and we got to have more conversations like this. We definitely got to have more conversations like this, though, man. But everybody, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. No Doug Zone
Yeah, please
podcast.
do that. Subscribe to my brother here too.
We're gonna have more conversations like this. And matters of fact, man, damn, we need to get up this week and do something. So let me know what your day looking like one of these days, this week or next week, so we can have more conversations like this.
What I'm thinking about doing another men's show, do another men's, but this time I'm gonna have a panel.
Okay.
I'm gonna have a panel. This one I really want to have a panel, but I invite you up there because I know you want to have said something about it. So that's why I said only men could come up. But then I think the next underrated men's talk, I'm gonna have a panel of men, and I want us to do what I'm doing. So I'm getting back doing that. Have panels. I'm gonna start doing like a little more underrated men's talks and stuff. Like the other stuff I'm gonna do too, but I'm gonna have a little more. So because this is the time, that the kids is out of school, especially you and Tiffany, you're traveling, so I'm going to talk about the traveling. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, put it in there. Let people. I want to go subscribe to that channel, please.
Yeah, we'll get ready to put the finished touches, the finishing touches on far as the 16th, and
Right.
because that week is also Harlem week, so we all gonna be getting up with
Right.
each other. We're also gonna be getting up with each other that next day, which is Saturday. So we all gonna be kicking it Saturday.
Right. So my last remarks, please, men. We have the right to not be around toxicness, but it's up to you to make the decision. Do you want to be on the good decision? I mean, do you want to be on a decision to do what's good, or you want to be on a decision to do what's bad, around toxins? I can't make you that decision. But if you make that decision, make sure there's consequences. Let's hope that you make that consequences. That you're tired of being around toxic. I mean, I'm not saying you're toxic. I'm not saying you doing else. Y'all know some that do a toxic, but some of y'all be around toxic men. You don't have to be around that. Be to have some goodness happening, y'all. Because when you be around toxicness, God's blocking blessings, right? You're blocking God's blessings, right? You want to receive God's blessings, and you want the other ones to receive God's blessings around you. So let it happen. Let it happen. On behalf of my channel, The Underrated Darkness, yours truly, the #1 grind, one of the best kept secrets on social media. And this is the last of the Underrated Men's Talk. Men, we don't have to be around toxic. I will explain. Thanks again, Brother McLean. Much blessings to you. Thank you so much. And just to understand, y'all, be a winner. No matter if you have lot, you have less. You're still a winner. You're still a winner, no matter what. Let's turn it around and help others. But help yourself first. Be in your own transformation first. And the others will be around you. And you help others that are close to you. Just remember that. Good afternoon to y'all. Much blessings. Be blessed. Be blessed. Be blessed. Good afternoon again. This one is Ghost.
Peace out.